Hey friends, welcome to my channel Stories by Annika and Mom. Do press the like and subscribe button for listening to new stories. And today's story is
Detective Curly and the Curious Case of the Lost Button. Once upon a time in a cozy little town, there lived a curious detective named Curly. Detective Curly loved wearing her favorite clothes, especially a bright red jacket with shiny buttons. One sunny morning, as Detective Curly was getting ready for a new adventure, she noticed something very troubling. Her favorite button was missing from her jacket. "Oh no!" exclaimed Detective Curly. "Where could my button have gone?" She searched high and low in her house, under the bed, in the closets, and even in the kitchen drawers, but the button was nowhere to be found. "I remember wearing it when I visited my friend Pearlie's house last," Detective Curly thought aloud. "Maybe I lost it there." With determination in her heart and her detective hat on her head, Detective Curly set off to Pearlie's house. Pearlie was a kind and cheerful friend who lived just a few blocks away. "Hello, Detective Curly. What brings you here today?" asked Pearlie with a smile. "My dear Pearlie, I seem to have lost a special button from my jacket," explained Detective Curly. "Do you remember seeing it?" Pearlie thought for a moment and said, "I do remember you wearing that shiny heart-shaped button. Let's search together." So, Detective Curly and Pearlie began to investigate. They looked in every corner of Pearlie's house and retraced their steps. They recalled that the button was wiggly and heart-shaped, but they couldn't remember exactly where they might have lost it. Then, a light bulb went off in Detective Curly's head. "Pearlie, do you remember the last time we were at the pool in your backyard?" "Yes, we had so much fun splashing around," replied Pearlie. Detective Curly hurried to the poolside, and to their surprise, they found the missing button floating gently in the water. "We found it!" cheered Detective Curly and Pearlie together. "But how did it end up in the pool?" wondered Pearlie. Just then, they heard a bark. It was Pearlie's mischievous dog, Buster, wagging his tail near the pool. "Buster!" exclaimed Pearlie. "Did you take Detective Curly's button?" Buster gave a guilty look and pawed at the edge of the pool, as if to say sorry. "It looks like Buster found my button and thought it would make a good toy," laughed Detective Curly. And so, Detective Curly and Pearlie solved the curious case of the lost button. From that day on, whenever Detective Curly visited Pearlie's house, she always made sure her buttons were securely fastened and kept an eye on Buster.